Look at that. Orange.
Hmm.
Orange. They don't know why I'm yelling orange.
Hey Falcon, if I survive this, what could I still have the chance of grabbing that starter rune back at the top?
Yeah. When you leave, I mean, they're just there. So long as you're in the area, sure.
I was just giving another look through, and it honestly sounds really cool.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that one guy from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, it is cool.
Like the golden Gaia kind of thing. He's like smacking people, golden Buddhist.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
reminding me of Azura's Wrath a bit, so it's like, that looks really cool.
That was cool, man. That's a crazy fight, bro.
Which one?
It's Netsuro versus the Ant King.
Oh, I was still on Azura's Wrath.
Oh, that's a dope game. That's the whole game for that. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole game is just wacky. The entire
I will
way through.
say Ashura versus what was it, Evil Ryu? Like the DLC? That's pretty crazy.
Just so y'all know, in Azura's Wrath, the very first boss you face grows to the size of the planet. So it's just divine gods duking it out, honestly.
It's as you do.
Starting strong.
I just really want to survive now to grab that rune again. I needed to take a closer look at it when it happened, but it's just hard to part with Brilliant Beam because it heals me.
I think the one that you have is pretty fucking rad. I mean, you can use it multiple times. It heals you and you damage. You know what I mean? Like, it's a great rune.
Wait, what's that? Cloudy, there's like a few. What's this in your bag? Oh, they're death flags. Why are you? What's going on there?
What do you mean?
You're like, if I survive, it's like, bro, stop pushing.
I just don't want to, I'm going in even. That's it. Open mind.
Oh, it's like rubbing his hands together, like.
I think we'll do great.
That did not inspire confidence.
It really did not.
I'm not in Sora's head yet, so just give me a minute.
I think we're gonna do all right. Like what?
Yeah, well, at least one of us will survive. At least, I'm sure.
I don't know who you're talking about right now.
Jenkins.
Oh. he's either first or not at all. Yeah. Or just when he turns. It's one of those.
It's when all of us die and he's the last one left. He'll rip the last remaining bits of our souls from our bodies and grow into a giant mech.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, this fish is crazy.
So what is our plan? Exactly.
I have no idea.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
I don't even remember what we were supposed to be doing with these hands and stuff filling up.
The plan is to win, okay?
Hands fill each room where water drips. Each hand must be dismissed. The mouther is bound to the place before that is done. The mouther is instructed to destroy all that which come.
So we gotta dismiss hands.
How do you dismiss a hand?
You wave at it.
Bye-bye! You're
They got-
good!
Maybe they gotta catch these hands.
Oh god. They're just little hand challenges like back in the rune room. Oh god, that'd be hellish to try to time.
A game of rock, paper, scissors could be very deadly.
Indeed.
Oh, I like that idea.
I mean, you did that already in the previous turn to get the runes. Or paper scissors.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis did some patty cake as well.
Nutters, definitely.
All right, I'm gonna do a quick roll call and then I'm going to keep intro. So real quick, Phoenix,
Here.
Emret,
Wow.
Lewis,
Hi.
Judith,
Reporting live.
Dora.
Let's do this.
Guys in 30.
Hey, we were trying. He's mostly trying to stay up.
Yeah, I
Those
think
guys hurt.
I was actually trying to use most of my action to damage it, which, you know, it's foolish on my part. That's a memory loss, gang. A memory loss.
Indeed.
All
We
right.
won the battle but lost the war.
Who would like to do a recap?
I got it.
Take us away, Judith Blue.
All right. News from the front lines. The fallen champion Palm from the Metal Rain era is continuing her push for world dominance. She's opening portals throughout the land, and savage Mouthers are breaking free from their seals. After a perilous trip through the primordial plains and carefully sneaking by the Great Troll Kingdom, our heroes made it to their destination, the temple of Mouther deity Asa Kali. Their mission is to reseal the temple and remove any Mouthers that have arrived. It's dangerous, but they push forward when many others would shudder. After a soul-siphoning encounter with Asa Kali's tainted avatar, the group made it inside the doors before a massive sandstorm attempted to swallow them whole. Teamwork. That's what our heroes must use to succeed in this temple. Each action needs its balance. The party found themselves split and having mirroring battles with threats who specialize in slicing and dicing. With Amra and Lewis on one side and Phoenix and Sora on the other, the teams worked in sync and came out victorious. Both Sora and Phoenix overcame massive odds, but when faced with certain death, they found strength in each other and came out triumphant. Within the temple, where death was around every corner, they found a room where they could take a moment of respite. A large serpent with 100 mage hands floating around it revealed itself. The serpent went by the name 100. They were the protector of the temple, but also an ally for our heroes. They explained that this room that they found was created by the Four Hands, rune warriors of the past who wanted to protect new travelers that would seek to reseal the temple if the time ever came. To continue further, however, they must prove their worth in completing the Challenge of the Hands. It wasn't perfect, but our heroes succeeded and the path opened. They were granted rune boons, yet only Phoenix took the power. With that, they bid 100 adieu and continued deeper within the temple. The lower level of the temple carried a greater sense of dread. They were close to the Mouther, and they could all feel it in their bones. 6 mirroring rooms with 6 mirroring fountains were found, and within each room there were also 2 coffins for reasons that they would soon discover. The door to the next chamber had instructions on how to reseal the Mouther, and after reading, Amrit, like Amrit does, kicked that door open. The large Mouther named Yvena'a began slowly coming up the stairs. With a cold stare, she took in each hero one by one. Before many words were exchanged, she rushed forward to attack with all of her might. Mystofar, never missing a beat, rushed to meet her in an effort to buy his students some time to reseal the Mouther away for good. Will our heroes be able to seal anything besides their fates? I'm sorry. Will our heroes be able to seal anything besides their own fates down here? Will they strike a blow in Palm's plans? Only time will tell. All we can do now is hope for the best and have faith that they will be victorious.
Thank you very much.
Hold on 1 second, Falcon.
Uh-oh.
At the end of my piece of paper, it says, note to the editor. Mr. Tuttle, please, Mr. Tuttle, I believe it's time to run this story. The people deserve to know what they're up against. Judith Bloom.
I really like that ending. 1d2 plus 1.
1d2.
Minimum of 2, maximum of...
We're getting 3, baby.
It's big. Come on, big.
3.
There we go. 3. You to use to grant advantage on a roll before you do it to a front ally. For now, all we have for us. Let's roll it.
Oh shit, initiative. What?
Yeah, we're gonna die.
You do see that the statue beneath it all oh she beat you guys in it. Whew. Alright, so anyways, beneath her it reset. Closing the path in which he came. Yvena'a looks around and she puts her hands together, at which point in time astral hands form behind her. And she pushes Mystofar back. Grab his token. He slides right next to you guys. Yvena'a, then her hands start to shimmer and all around you multiple hands appear. Trouble, no doubt. You can even hear hands down the way you came from. Finally, she looks at Mystofar and she just goes, "These are no rune master. You brought your students to die." Mystofar doesn't say anything. He just starts loading his gun. She arms him, testing his might. The astral hand, so he dodges her regular hand, but then an astral hand goes right through her own forearm and into his chest for a 19 force damage. The two of them begin to scuffle, but Mystofar's no slouch. He is going to... Oh, baby.
Crit.
And because of his...
But in melee?
Well, that's okay because he's got this. Isn't that disadvantage on his attacks in melee?
There we go.
So anyways, started blasting.
Oh boy.
Whew.
Unfortunately, the poison portion doesn't seem to disturb her. But a meaty 22 will remind her that we are not chopped-lipped. So as the bullet kind of grazes her, you can see that she deflects a majority of the blow with her astral hands. She looks like she's toying with him at the moment, but hopefully that won't always be. What the? Let her HP an update. Scripts, don't fail me now. We start the scripts real quick. Anyways, yeah, worked on Mystofar. Yeah, right. Why did not work on the enemy? Her hit points are updated. Is there weird?
Is it link?
Yeah, it's correct. Her token says her full hit points, but when I double click on it for the edit, it says her current hit points are reduced. So, but anyways, Amrut, you're up.
Man dies.
Put a copy and paste. Maybe that'll update it. There we go. That updated. Nice.
You can tight, dude. I'm gonna. Well, first I'm gonna disengage because I'm heading back down. Because I believe that's where the those hands were with the water, right? That's where they were back here.
Yeah.
This direction. Okay.
Mhm.
30.
When you're
And I
running down the
can't-
hallway, you can hear
Yeah.
like the snapping of fingers. They're up to something.
Ooh, okay. Alrighty. I can't teleport anymore, and that's my action to disengage. So I can't dash. This is as far as I go this time.
Forever, allegedly.
Whoa.
Lewis, you're up.
Okay. Think you'll be fine out here. I'm getting the feeling we might want to get rid of those hands quickly. Directing that toward Mystofar.
Kapar looks at you. A sweat falls down his brow, and the moment it hits the ground, Yvena'a sends about 6 astral hands his way. He just barely dodges them all. He tells you, I could do this all day.
He has like a very skeptical look on his face. Yeah, no. As he just like goes for a slash against Yvena'a. Trying to at least like lessen the load on him a little bit. Or at least cause a distraction. 14.
One of her astral hands just catch your blade. She doesn't even spare you a look.
As Lewis slashes at Yvena'a, there seems to be a his blade itself seems to just heat up with flames for a brief moment before it just passes right through her onto the other side of her. As I will use the my swapped out fire boon, which slight addendum to the review. I did swap out my rune. I forgot to change out the gift though. As
Oh, you
what
did
seems to
change
be
your
like a
rune.
fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Which seems to be like, as she slashes forward, the flames just like seem to gather behind her over here as a spiritual weapon in the form of like an arm holding a blade appears and goes for a slash on her. Uses my proficiency, I believe. Words attack, so I think I set up the macro already. Yes, I did. 14 misses. Well,
That big.
I'm stuck here, so
I'll give you control of this blade here.
got it. Thank you very much.
Dude, if you're up.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna follow my pal Amrut. And 5, 10, 15. I'll say right. Let's see. Yeah, right. Yeah, right here. Okay, right here. I'm going to 100% use my action to take a photo.
Oh.
I will not forget again. Okay. That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. What the? I'm going to Bardic Inspiration. I'll say, who's next? Phoenix, Sora. Do I know what kind of rune, like rune stuff this Yvena'a has? You know that?
Yvena'a?
Yeah, does she have any kind of rune things or no? Or is that
Oh,
not a
you're
Mallory
not.
thing?
You're not. Room Mouthers, yes, but she seems like a full-fledged Mouther.
Okay. As I'm running down, I'll yell back and I'll say, Phoenix, show her what the power of shadow can do, and I will Bardic Inspiration Phoenix. So you get a d6. And
Cool.
that is my turn.
Phoenix.
She is going to run up just to the back of Mystofar, reach a hand out to him, So you know you're one of the greats. And she's going to touch him and cast Heroism on him. So each one of his turns, he will get 4 temporary HP to hopefully help him stay up longer.
Okay.
Whoops, sorry, I was talking to have my button pushed. She is then going to yell at Jenkins to distract her, to give her disadvantage on her next attack roll against either Mystofar or Lewis. And she is going to use the rest of her piddly movement to head down the hallway. Which she isn't going to get far, but so that will be a T.
Sora.
Mystofar, should I go and see to the hands on either side of us?
If there's a way we can get rid of this Maldo without having to bring her down, then by all means.
Okay, I'll give you a little bit of assistance before I go. Walking up, Sora regales all the arms, and she just can't help but say out loud, "Man, that would make my life so much easier if I had that many fists to punch with." Sorry! And she's going to slap her staff down and do a thunder leap from that position. Trying to get her with a little bit of thunder before she goes.
She makes it safe.
Okay. And then getting the rest of my movement.
Once you get within 5 feet of the hand, it tries to swat at you. Temple hand tries to punch you. 19?
That hits.
Punches you right in your stomach for 6 force damage.
She wounded for a moment. Sora looks up. Oh, okay. And a fist for a fist.
That hits.
For 5 piercing. And that is her turn.
Yvena'a seems to float into the air, and she puts her hands into a prayer motion, and the blue spectral spirits behind her expand dramatically. And it's not looking good here, folks. Is what Mystofar tells you, Lewis. I don't know how long we can hold Yvena'a back. I'm a rune master, but for her, I may have needed at least one more. He focuses on himself, and he tells you that he's got no choice. And if he's gonna hold her off, he's got no choice but to use his mastered rune.
Sounds like a good idea.
And you see him focus on his gun, which turns into a spider and starts spewing webs all around him, everywhere. And when it covers the entire battlefield, it looks like he is... it looks like the webbing's attached to him like a really dramatically long cloak. He just stands there looking like a badass. The webbing is mostly white, but it has traces of purple and black throughout it.
Oh, that's so cool.
And you guys know that you won't suffer in difficult terrain. It's people he chooses to be hindered by his webbing. But he does set up his web. You see him, he immediately just teleports behind her. And while she's on contact with his web, if he hits her, he does double damage. Which he does. You know, the portion doesn't matter, but the 10 piercing does for 20. And she's just focusing there, even with the webbing all around her and these spectral spiders climbing up and down. She has her eyes closed at the moment as her astral hands keep expanding. Whatever she's doing, it's not bad. But Mystofar is content with making sure he can stop her. Emmerich.
Does he get more than one attack?
Not in the turn to use this, but
Oh, got it.
normally he gets more than one, yeah.
Alrighty. I'm running. I believe there was a hand this way. I was right.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Hey, yo. Alright, let's see.
You avoid it. It goes flying at you like a rocket fist, but you easily dodge it.
Alrighty, and Emmerich will say, "Careful, these things are aggressive." But you came right to Papa, and he'll swing at it. Cause now I have to dash. Yay!
Oh, nice. Silver lining in the web.
It's a 16 hit.
Yes.
Alrighty. Then the dagger. Okay. 16's good though. I'll write that down.
10 misses. But you also don't think it goes.
Gotcha.
Luis.
All right. Lewis, seeing that Mystofar seems to have things mostly covered, just looks over to the other temple hand on the side. All right. I'm gonna make sure the thing isn't able to get over you. We're having enough trouble as is. And start to run in toward the other hand. He will risk the opportunity if she tries to go for it.
She doesn't.
Okay.
He's focused on
That is very good to
Mystofar.
know.
In the fiction, her hands are like coming at him like dozens of hands, and he's dodging them and shooting them, and they're having some type of epic bout. However, when you get right here, this hand immediately goes to grapple you.
Got it.
You can do an athletics or acrobatics, whatever you prefer.
Athletics it is.
Ooh, you get grappled.
What if I use 2 points of Master's Guidance to increase it to 22?
Well, put it up to 21,
Or
right?
21.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he beat you because he got a 20, so you got a 19, yeah. You would
Okay.
be able to 2 points, you wouldn't get grappled. So he goes to snatch you up, but you do something to evade it.
Seeing the hand start to go, he tries to move his body, but he's just slightly off. As his mind flashes back to like an instance in which he seems to be having a sparring match with a more roguish companion. And seeing the roguish companion's footwork, Lewis in the current time adjusts his footwork similarly, and it gives him just enough mobility to get past.
As it clenches its hand to crush you, it's surprised. Even opens up its hands like with a question mark expression on the hand, wondering where you are, examining its own hand. How is it looking at its own hand? Who knows?
Gonna need to try harder than that. As he goes for a swing with his main action.
It hits.
Alright. That is 14 damage, as with the bonus action, his steam arm seems to just like emit steam for a brief moment as the flaming arm by Mystofar goes for a swing on Yvena'a as my bonus. That's a 6. As it would move, just like trying to slash past her effectively. EOT.
Judith Bloom.
All right. Let's see. I'm start to move. I'll look back. See, I should take a photo of that. 5, 10. Okay, has to be mirrored. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Fuck.
Dex save.
Ugh.
At least he came to 2 if you're out of movement. Oh wait, no,
15.
you have range attacks. Gee. He misses you.
Okay. Can I see you like what's happening behind there? Like,
Yeah,
can
the
I
room
see
is well
through
lit,
him?
and the hand is only the size of a hand, so you can see around it easy enough.
Okay. And there's like, and the water is like flowing.
Yeah, the water, there's just drips falling into it, and this hand is just fighting.
Okay. I'll just kind of yell over to Emerald. I'm like, maybe there's like a faucet we can turn them off at the same time. I don't know. And I'm going to pull out my like my quill, and I'm just going to try to stab into this fucking thing with my. It's like my dagger. And stab into a hand.
Go to stab into it, but when you go to draw your dagger, the hand puts it back in the sheath.
Okay. That is bonus action. Oh wait. Bonus action. I'm gonna drink this potion of heroism. I get 10 temp HP, and then I get all the stuff. Okay.
Give me the D3. Maybe it would have made a difference. Your character would have considered the ordering better.
Slash roll.
Or D4, sorry.
Oh, okay.
The normal benefit, yeah. But you needed a 3, so that's where my mind kind of.
Oh, got it.
So your AC, their AC is 12. You discover because at 11 is just barely off the mark.
Okay. Got it. It's okay. Yeah, so I drink the potion, and then that will be the E of the T.
Phoenix, you try to go, but before you go, Yvena'a unleashes a slew of attacks onto Mystofar. You see a barrage of about 6 blows try to drop him. See if she hits
Jenkins
him.
will give disadvantage to the first one.
Excellent. While she's in her ascended state, she actually has advantage, so that makes it a neutral roll, and a neutral roll will miss him.
And he has 4 temp HP.
Okay, good. And then the second attack is going to smack him for 10 damage, but he'll only take 6 because you gave him temp. So he kind of just looks and nods towards Jenkins as you help him out. You're good to go.
Cool. She is going to keep running down, having seen Amrit went one way and Judith went the other. She's going to make a snap decision and go the way Judith did. Oh, I can bet this is a tight corner. How much of the token do I have to see to be able to take a ranged shot? Because I can only see like a quarter or a third of it.
Oh, there's a couple rules for if you would like to see half of it or a quarter of it. Right now it would have +5 AC. If you have more movement, you can bring it down to +2. I mean, I would put it up to 17 if you're confident at attacking at that now.
You have a D6 as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. She's gonna try, because she gets up close, she can't use her crossbow, and that's what she's best at. So
That's true.
we'll try from here, and if I roll too low, we'll see. Yeah, no, D6 ain't gonna help on that.
I think
She should have known better.
I think it's. I thought the AC was 12, so maybe.
Well, and that one's always a miss on an attack
There's
one.
one.
Oh, got it.
Sorry, can't see around corners real well. She is going to drink her potion of hair. Well, is she? Not yet. She's just gonna look back over her shoulder. Good job, Jenkins. You're doing great. EOD.
See 2 hands duck out the corners looking at you. Well,
Oh,
I mean, are they
she
looking
could
at
have
you?
hit one of them.
They're looking at you? I'm not sure. They're doing something. Anyway, speaking of looking at, sorry, you owe me 3 dexterity saving throws. These hands shoot across the room, video game style, in patterns.
Oh shit. Okay, here we go.
The top one comes at you. You avoid the top and bottom hands at the DC is 10, but the big hand, which unfortunately was the 3rd DC, you miss, and he just rams you in your back for 5 bludgeoning. Thematically, you would like roll on the floor and stuff, but you're not like prone or anything. Just thematically, they just rocket power you and slam you down.
Oh. All right. Have it your way then. Sora is going to leap up from her feet thematically from that blow, coming in wild on the big temple hand.
You see him, he puts his fingers together and just catches your staff and just pushes it out the way.
And using the momentum as I'm pushed, I will spend a key point for... where is it? Yep, you gotcha.
First one's a feint, and he falls for it, and then your final attack strikes through.
For another 7 piercing.
It's looking like it's on the rope. You think you do a little bit more than 7 in your next attack, and it's gone.
Alright, BOT.
Yvena'a looks at Jenkins, who is rather annoying, and she'll send half of her hands to Jenkins and the other half to smush the spider that she's fighting. Jenkins gets 2 astral hands sent his way. She still looks like she's really relaxed, by the way, like she's not at risk of defeat. These hands onto El Gigante. Jenkins takes 12 from the first blow. And you just got Jenkins' reactions back. If you give up his reaction, I'll reduce the second attack, which is 14.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Alright, so he gives up his reaction for deflecting to reduce the blunt of the second attack a little bit, and he takes 10 damage instead of 14.
But he still had his action to help to give disadvantage to her first one to Mystofar, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is giving up the other reaction, whatever thing is called. Alright, and now we got some
attack, yeah.
hands for Mystofar. Mystofar is a lot more formidable on his web. Let's see if she can strike him. A miss. Ooh, does that hit him? Let me see, 19. So he goes from 19 AC to 24 AC. That misses, a 22 misses him. And then finally a 24 hits him. So out of her 6 attacks, she commits 2 onto Jenkins, 4 onto Mystofar. Only 1 hits Mystofar for 15 damage.
Well, question, does she attack him since his last turn other than now? Because he gets 4 at the start of each of his turns.
Oh, yeah, he gets... Wait, no, but he hasn't started his turn yet until after Yvena'a.
But he would have got it on his last turn.
Oh, he had it on his last turn.
Okay.
Yeah, the last time I attacked him, I reduced it by 4.
But did she take a legendary to attack him, or did she attack him on her turn? Because he comes after her.
Oh, no, earlier she took a legendary to hit.
Oh, my bad, okay.
Yeah, she attacked him on... I think she literally attacked him on the start of your turn.
You're right. I will pay more attention.
No, you're good. But anyway, she does a flurry of blows on the Mystofar. Mystofar is breathing heavy, but luckily he's going to get a little bit more love at the start of his turn. 4 temporary hit points. And he just kind of nods at you, Phoenix, as he rips around, teleporting over here to block the entrance to you guys. Then now that he gets a full turn, he's going to unleash his attack. The first one she easily deflects, what the hell? But for one of her hands, and then the second one hits her. Well, guys, I'm sorry, English is so hard.
No worries. It happens.
It's because I speak 4 languages. Anyways, you're gonna get shot in the shoulder, taking twice as much damage, and Mystofar is just giving her a real good run for her money. Amrod.
Right. Yeah.
This hand attempts to slap you right in the face. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Gotcha.
How rude.
He does not Will Smith you. Continue.
He my way. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna do what Chris should have done. I'm gonna swing back. Oh.
Oh.
An attempt was made.
right, so yeah, you go to you do a double down on him, but unfortunately, he just starts dancing around your blades.
Alrighty. So let me end my turn.
Lewis, before you go, similar to what happened with Sora, these hands all rocket past you into the halls for 3 deck saves.
Got it. Bop, bop, bop. Oh.
See your top, down, left, right, 1, 2, 3. Wow, you avoid all 3.
Oof.
You want to walk me through that? These big ass hands and small hands come flying at you like a rocket to punch you in the face.
As the first one flies past him, he just raises his shield instinctively as it just like grazes past. The second one, he used the momentum from lifting his shield to kind of like spin his body in the right direction, and seeing the other one like coming toward his back, he just like swings his sword back and manages to deflect it using like the face of the blade.
Excellent. Take your turn.
Okay. Lewis, as he's about to go swing for the smaller hand right here, he seems to hear a slight voice in the back of his head. Do you really think you can try to get through this without me? As he just like shakes his head for a brief moment, unsure of what he heard, and goes for the swing. Does a 10 hit?
Onto the small hand, no, they have 12.
Alright, as his steam arm just like seems to erupt for brief moments, as the Fire Fist is going to go for a strike against Yvena'a. That's a 20.
That hit Yvena'a?
So 5 onto Yvena'a.
Oh, you see Yvonne's many hands come up and deflect the blow.
Oh, I see. As in, like, it just negates fire, or is it just like parrying it?
She parried. She could add 5 to her AC as a reaction.
Ah, okay. Good to know. And with that, EOT.
He parries the blade when you go to strike her. But can she parry Judith's photo? Nope. Judith, what you got for me?
Judith is going to. Can I see any kind of like a faucet or something that might be able to close this water dripping from over here?
It's just dripping from the ceiling, but the bowl itself looks tangible. You could probably just disrupt its flow, might be enough to mess it up.
Great. I'm going to. This hand's fucking in my pockets, trying not letting me pull my dagger out. So I'm just going to. I'll just kind of see. Okay, well, I have my own helping hand, and as I say that, words will crackle on my lips, and another mage hand of mine will flow out.
Man.
And I will push the bucket over with my mage hand.
I've got a mage. Look for my mage.
I don't use it a lot, but I have mage hand game.
Can prove very useful right now.
Here you go. I'll give you this in a second.
Hey.
All right, Judith, that's your hand. Whenever you commit an action to moving it about, you can do so. Let him put it where you want it to be. All right, so it goes in there and it knocks the bowl. And when it knocks the bowl, you see that this hand immediately gets dropped to 0.
I'll yell over to Amrit, disrupt the bowl, and the hand will automatically go away.
Oh, I think you killed mine.
Yeah, no need. When you knocked over your bowl, remember both sides happened at the same time? Well, in here, instead of needing to do it at the same time, anything that affects the left affects the right. So once you drop that bowl on the left side, it was knocked off the right side.
Okay, perfect.
How'd you do that?
I use my own magic hand. Okay. I can move it 30 feet.
Yo.
Okay. Can I move it now that I've used it, or?
I'm okay. I'll say you summon it there, so after you use it, you can then move it.
Okay, cool. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Don't mind this hand, Phoenix. This one's mine. You can see like this one has it's like holding a quill in it. And I'm going to 5 and 15. Oh shit. 15. 20, 25. Okay.
When you get there, this hand and the other hand shoot across. 2 dex saves, please.
Okay.
They try to guillotine you between the two. Easily avoid both of them.
Okay, no hand clapping today. That was my action. Bonus action. Can I make out who this is right here?
Yeah, Mystofar.
Okay. All right. Mystofar, hold strong. We're almost through. And I will bonus action. Action control. Yeah, bonus action. Bardic inspiration him.
Okay.
Just
He'll use it.
dishing out my bardics, guys. Okay.
Phoenix.
Amazing quick thinking, Judith. These hands are like celestial in nature, looking to at least me. Does Phoenix think this is something we can move through?
Oh, you can move through the hands, or they just count as difficult terrain.
She's gonna try to copy Judith's lead here, or follow her lead. She's gonna have to dash, though.
Once you get out 5 feet away from it, it takes an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Temple hand attempts to grab your hair. How could it? But it misses.
Rude.
I missed you.
Can I use my bonus action to knock this bowl over?
All over. Are you at your maximum movement speed?
No, I have 5 more feet I can do.
So yeah, if you move 5 more feet, I'll take your bonus action and your item.
Yeah, let's see, what is she gonna pull? She pulls out a hammer from her tinkering tools and smashes it into pieces.
And when you do, these hands interact a little bit different than the top hands, as if each level that you're venturing through is a different difficulty for your considerations. These hands don't merely get destroyed, but they do suffer half their total hit points worth of damage. But both sides again are smashed. You can hear your handiwork from across the way.
It's something. Since that's all her stuff, EOT. Oh, wait, sorry, I pushed the button, but Jenkins' action, he wants to repair himself.
Do it, Jenkins.
So gears shifting into high gear. He gets 12 hit points back.
Sorry, give me that
Not
acrobatics. The bottom one tries to grab your leg, but misses. Give me another acrobatics. The top hand tries to grab your other leg, but misses. Now the most important one, the big hand, acrobatics.
Okay.
And they were attempting to grapple you. Okay, hold on. You might still get away with it. I gotta see if I can, my athletics better than you. Get a 9. You managed to avoid all of them. Now your chance to describe how you dance around these 3 hands trying to grab you.
Sora being so acrobatic and jumpy, as soon as the first hand tries to grab her ankle, she hops, kicking her foot off that one, kicking her second foot off the other one, and as the other one comes overhead to try and grab her, she does this spin maneuver to go right between the gaps of its fingers before she lands and goes, Hey, no touchy. This is the first time we are meeting. No, some manners. And she slams her staff on the ground, causing thunder to resound around her. She'll thunder leap. landing 15 feet right there.
The small hand on top fails. The main hand makes it, and the bottom hand fails. 2 fail, 1 success.
So 5 thunder to the top and bottom. And then while she's still charged with electricity and energy, the blue lightning takes on a golden hue as she goes from bonus action into main action, radiant beam, directing them at this hand.
Nice.
Nope, that's not gonna do it.
There we go. That'll hit. What's the damage you might kill that hand before we continue?
11 radiant.
Yeah, you destroyed the big hand.
It's the second beam hits that hand, destroying it, and as energy fills up Sora's body for a little bit of a heal, which is really good. She sends the last bolt at this hand right next to her. Ooh. Not the best roll, but still did a lot. Main action, bonus action, that's Sora's turn.
Excellent. Lewis, this hand, the big one's about to crush you, but before it hits you, it just turns to purple stardust as Sora eliminates her big hand, which also eliminates your big hand.
Nice.
Now Yvena'a is going to, she was focusing this whole time. She sends her 36 palms all the way into Mystofar. And Mystofar owes me a very important dexterity saving throw.
36?
Wait, are you,
He's inspired. He's inspired.
have you been doing 64 palms this whole time?
You already know.
Oh my god.
Do we
Go
have any
ahead.
inspo to give our guy?
I mean, I rolled, but I'm willing to re-roll if someone would have committed. I jumped the gun.
He has the bardic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, he's got the bar to
Bardic
get
should help.
the D6, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll let you guys, before we continue this course, do we want him to do a potential re-roll? I will say that the DC is 18, so I don't want to waste the bardic.
Oh.
Let's see.
And Mystofar can kind of judge that it is very difficult to avoid attack in the face.
I mean, it's 36, yeah.
Yes,
Considering how
36
strong the
hands,
attack
yeah.
is, yeah. I'll dedicate my inspo to it.
Okay. In the future, obviously, we had to do it before, but you guys were talking about it and had pressed it when you met, so it's fine. Boom. There we go. So he avoids it. Unfortunately, it still forcefully moves the target halfway. Which, let me read his Rune Master thing. Only if Mystofar ends his turn outside the web. So Mystofar has time to catch up to it. So the attack sends him into the hallway. And you guys see him just come flying down the hall. And he slides next to you. Comically, he's on the floor and his head hits your boots, but he's not prone or anything. He looks at you, Judith, and he goes, "Don't worry about me. I think I've got her."
Yeah, it sure
Yeah.
looks like it.
Would it be fun if it was a one-sided battle now, would it? And then you
No,
see
but
him
if you
cough up
stay
the
here-
blood.
If you stay here a little closer, we can heal you before you get back in.
He smiles at you. You guys take your time.
That means hurry the fuck up.
Hurry the fuck up. He'll stay here for the purpose of being, well, it's kind of tough. If he ends his turn here, his massive rune ends. That's something to consider.
Oh, I can heal him from 60 feet away. So
Okay, good. So he'll run back to his thing. So he runs back, climbing and jumping, and then he just kind of swirls in and doesn't fire until he gets onto his webbing for double damage. He takes 2 shots at her, and she just had her turn, so she will use her reaction to repel one of the attacks. But the second attack shoots her right in the chest for 24 damage. And you see her kind of form like this yin and yang energy around her. Mystofar looks at Jenkins and goes, "I think we can take her."
Jenkins.
Emerald, you're up.
Alrighty. Emerald will run out here. Let's see. What's that? 25 hours or 30?
Yeah, I mean you were right here, so
Gotcha. There we go.
you got some movement. You got some movement.
I'm like, can I get there? I can't. I'm attack.
Before you do that, dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's right.
You see him throw a few small strands of hair at you. Not enough to hurt Phoenix, but he managed to just grab like tiny little bit of hair. And as it gets into your eyes, you're able to evade before he tries to poke you. He wasn't even trying to punch you. He tries to poke you in the eyes with 2 fingers.
What the? And he'll swing.
Oh man, you stabbed that hand. You want to describe it as yours dies, so's the one next to Judith.
Alright, he'll take the strands of hair, like the green and the purple, out of his eyes. Then he'll just swing down on between the like right between like where the middle finger and the ring finger meet, and just cut it straight in half, and it'll just go.
And it screeches and disappearing both your hand and the one in front of Judith. Well done. You got 5 more feet. I don't know if you want to start edging towards the other rooms.
I will. Can I go this way, or is that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Before you go, Lewis, the hands that are up are going to try to guillotine you for 2 dex saves.
Got it. Ah. Ooh.
You failed the first one, but seeing their strategy, you were able to avoid the second one. The first hand punches you in the jaw for 5 damage.
Got it. Can I even dodge a measly hand? Stop it. I'm going to do this as a personal. Okay, that's a success. As he goes back towards the hands and goes for a swing on the upper one.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good slash.
You destroy
And,
the hand,
as
which,
his bonus,
but
and as his bonus action, his steam arm goes off once more as the flaming arm just like trails along Yvena'a.
yeah, you
bonus action flame.
and Sora, you'll notice the hand in front of you dies as well. Oh shit!
Oh shit! So I forget we have crit increase rules here, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you increase 1 of them.
Okay,
For the first one.
just wanted to be sure. So that is 17 because it doesn't add my dueling style.
17, okay.
Oh, that's a lot of fire damage. As it just rakes across her side and flames just like spew out of it, evaporating any blood that comes out.
And this is the rune feature. Does it ignore fire resistance? That's probably something I should have asked you. Right? No,
What
some
again?
of the rune abilities ignore fire resistance. Does this one?
It does not.
That's relevant.
Yeah, this is regular. Oh, I forgot to change the GIF on this one still. Gosh dang it. Guessing she has some resistance to it?
Yeah.
Ah, got it. Good to know. With that, that's all I got.
Well, you still do a really good job hurting her. Mystofar just kind of gives you a side glance, but he goes back to dodging her palms. Judith, you're up.
With the hands dead, does that mean like this fountain over here has stopped running, or it's still running, right?
Well, Judith, when Phoenix broke the bowl on her end, it broke the bowl on this end.
Oh.
Remember, whatever happens on the right and left happens on the opposite.
Got it. Okay. Then I'm going to start moving. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Dex save. The hand shoots down, going to try to smash into your face. The DC is increased, but it's nowhere near 18. You easily evade it.
Dodge out of the way, and I action summon my mage hand. Resummon my mage hand to tackle this one over here.
Excellent. You tip over the glass jar, and these bad boys over here, it's like the second set, take some damage.
Okay.
You are fighting the strongest pair of hands.
course. Judith will kind of give, just like look over to Amrut and give him like a look like, you got this. I'm not giving you a bardic, but you got this.
Thanks.
Phoenix, before you go, Yvena'a is going to deliver 2 shrift strikes. But they're not at Mystofar Jenkins, noticing that he's extraordinarily hard to hit with his 24 AC, and that Jenkins is too adorable. She sends 2 hands flying down the corridors, one at Lewis, one at Sora. A double palm strike.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
21 against Lewis, 24 against Sora.
Yeah, that hits.
9 against Lewis, 11 against Sora. You guys are just doing whatever you're doing, excellently performing in your own categories, but then these hands come out of nowhere and wham, right into both of you guys' stomach, knocking the wind out of you. Phoenix, go ahead.
She's going to run down the hallway because the hands are down, which she's very thankful for. Unfortunately, she can't see diddly squat right here, so she is going to dash, but she's going to go back towards the top, but she yells to the other 2 that are still down here, you guys got this. She's gonna hide behind that corner with her back against the wall, getting ready to turn around and snipe at Yvena'a, but she can't this turn. Jenkins's inner gears are still revving up. He will do 1 more repair. Trying to be a nuisance. EOT.
Sora.
1 hand to go. At least on my end. Don't know how many on everyone else's hand. Alright. Sora's going to come in, trying to 2-handed swing on this last hand here.
That hits.
Okay, for 11 bludgeoning.
Described it. Takedown.
Yeah, Sora, with a big wind up, twirls her body around and just home runs that thing as it disappears into mist. She takes a breather, looking down to see everyone fighting still. She's kind of on the ropes, but she's going to try and provide as much help as she can. And we'll use their bonus action to spend a key point to patient defense.
Excellent, because Yvena'a is going to send attacks at each of you. 1 at Lewis, 1 at Jenkins, 1 at Sora, and, well, 3 at Mystofar.
I don't know if these are ranged on Mystofar, but Jenkins would like to deflect attack the first one.
Okay. So going top, down, left, right, we've got 1 on Lewis, then Jenkins and Sora.
There's at least disadvantage on me.
Oh, wow. Disadvantage. So it hits Lewis, a 24, a 21 hit Jenkins,
Yep.
and then Sora, you turn an 18 into a 12. Nice. And
I
then,
like to imagine Sora just presses her back against the wall as it flies down. Just like, oh man, that was close.
yeah, it was close because you see on the other side, Lewis gets freaking double palmed in the chest for 20 force damage.
Oh,
From 1 of her attacks. And then Jenkins takes 15. Her first attack against Mystofar is at disadvantage. Oh, turning a 26 into an 11, making it miss. Good job, Jenkins. The second attack naturally misses, and then the third one hits him through for 14, minus the 4 he just got from good old defeat. Takes 10 damage.
This is a group effort trying to keep him up. 'Cause he's a heavy hitter, man.
Well,
Working on it.
I didn't think he feels. He's keeping you all alive.
Exactly.
So anyways, yeah, Mystofar, like, his legs start buckling, but he just gives it Sora and Lewis thumbs up.
You can't fall now. Think of all the biscuits.
I gotta get back to the biscuits. Ah! Just unleashes his shots, but he's so focused on the biscuits, they both flop. Any minute on those hands. And speaking of hands, he just feels like this twirl. It's mesmerizing of her hands. Need a wisdom saving throw from Jenkins, Sora, Lewis, and Mystofar as she twirls her hand.
Oh.
Oh.
Up. E.
Uh-oh. Ooh, all of you succumb to her charm, and each of you, it's essentially a hypnotic pattern. You're charmed with 0 movement speed and can't take any actions until someone commits an action to waking you up or you take damage. There's no repeated saves.
Oh.
Jenkins is immune to charm.
Oh, then Jenkins just looks around. Jenkins. So Jenkins is fine, but the rest of you are charmed, stunned, 0 movement, and take actions. Mystofar shuts down, and that is when Yvena'a, seeing the rest of you are handled, it's gonna deal with Jenkins and then start trying to kill Phoenix, Emrut, and Cadeau Judith.
Oh no.
Emrut, you're up.
Yeah, your clock is getting a little bit fast there, friend.
I can just barely see that. So he's like, shit. Please don't be a fucking hand. Let's do this actually. From here to here.
Shooting around the corner, surprising you. Give me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage. Rolls around the corner, but you managed to evade it as DC was 12.
Hey. Now scores a 25, but he still dodges. Last second duck. Then he'll try and, since it's like goes like past him, he'll try and like swing back with the scimitar.
Hit it, but it's resistant to your damage, these final hands, but it's still enough to mortally wound it.
Another.
Oof. Grab the finish.
So yeah, he'll swing back, then he'll twist around and like stab upward into the hand, almost like someone were to stab like a hand to a table. But it'll go up with it, and then pull it out, and then it'll dissipate as well. Let's see. He's gonna keep on going. Alrighty. And he would do something else, but he can't right now. So you guys better survive one more round, huh? Eh?
Lewis, speaking of surviving, Yvena'a looks at Mystofar, stuck in his frozen state, and you as well, and she just laughs. Jenkins gets an opportunity attack as she goes to kill Lewis.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
The attack misses as one of her spectral hands just pop him out of the way. Jenkins yells towards Lewis, Jenkins! And likely to alarm Phoenix. Lewis, you're on the floor, and she is going to 64 palms you. Twice as powerful as what she did to Mystofar. So much so that it actually knocks all the light out in the area next to you. It goes just dark in the wind of her attack. As the palms crash down, right before they hit you, Amrit slices down the final hand, and you see light spew in her chest. All of her fists stop. Ah! She looks back towards Mystofar like it was his fault, trying to figure out what happens. But light goes throughout her body, kind of like the first Casper movie when the girl's like, "I don't got any unfinished business." Yvena'a just pops, being pushed back on the ancient rules that allowed her to remain here untamed. This fight, the words of Mace Windu, this party's over. Good job.
Wow.
Woohoo!
That Casper shit was a pull. What the fuck? Awesome.
And when we get over here, do we still see them like in a daze?
So Phoenix is trying to shake Mystofar out of it.
Yeah, they'll be in a daze. You guys could all wake them up.
Hold on. Oh, let me take a photo of them real quick.
Do you
Sora's
think
just-
Mystofar wants that picture out there?
Sora's
Mystofar 100% does.
Sora's just standing there with her tongue lolling out and her eyes doing the whole like hypnotic like spiral thing.
I take one photo with Lewis in the background and one photo of just Sora.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Well, it's like what Mystofar said before. Like we have to make sure that we can stay light and keep happy about things.
Listen, if this is anything like any books I've read, this shit's about to come falling down, so we should probably go.
Well, I'll use my mage hand to go and like shake Lewis.
And I will shake Sora awake as well.
I think Phoenix got missed, all right?
Yeah.
You guys, good.
As you shake Sora awake, she's like, ha, and she tries to slap Amrut.
Payback.
Wait, why are you making a deck save?
I mean, I was supposed to be a dex check. That would actually be just 15. 14, actually.
Oh, we won?
Amrut just gets a surprising slap. It doesn't, like, cause hit point damage. Just like, oh, sorry.
Wow. No, that's more than fair. Come on.
Sorry, there's so many hands. The last thing I saw was a lot of hands coming at me.
Judith is over here because this thing opened up and is trying to figure out a way to how to open it.
All right, you can do an investigation. Mystofar is laying down, not like completely, but he's just kind of sitting on the floor, taking a breather. He goes, unfortunately, we're not through yet. Now that we said that the spell is still here. Yvena'a was just a guardian of this level.
Wait, what?
Phoenix, can you help me look for the switch here or something here?
Absolutely. She is interested too.
While you guys make that check, he hears, it's investigation. He hears Emerald's gasp and he looks at you, Emerald, and goes, yes, Yvena'a was just a guardian. We didn't defeat the Mouth, we merely casted it back to where she came. But the real Mouth there is still beneath us. That isn't to say that Yvena'a was weaker than whatever we'll encounter later. She might be weaker, she could be stronger.
Rank is rank.
When you hear,
Are you good or?
oh yeah, excellent. I was expecting a bigger fight from. And then that's when you guys hear the slab slide. It looks like a tomb, like a gravestone or something, but it opens up, mechanically sliding backward.
The switch gets hit, we'll say Judith looks up to Phoenix and says, great job, and we'll come over here and take a photo down into the hole.
Oh, that fire's the good stuff. Oh, I'm feeling better already.
You got any more potions or anything for Noelle and Mystofar?
All I've got is that potion of heroism the bard gave us.
Yeah, I drink that, but okay, yeah, sure. Mystofar, Lewis, you did a great job, and I can't wait to see what you do next. I will cast Healing Word at Lewis first.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Look, any more than that?
Yeah, he just words of encouragement.
And then, I hate healing. Okay. Don't try to put that in to make me feel worse, Falcon.
Well, no, I'm just letting you guys track it.
Okay, and that's for Mystofar. And then...
Yeah, I gave him 5 already. He was at 7 before you.
Oh, damn.
Okay. All right. With a ferocious. Judith is very distracted about wanting to go down in this hole, so she can't think of anything really clever to say. So instead, she say, "All right, let's go. So maybe we can get find out what the other more secrets reveal, and I'm going to healing word again. Lewis first, and then Mystofar.
Thank you very much.
I'm almost out of magical capabilities now, so we'll have to take care of each other, okay?
Lewis gives a nod.
A little easier said than done, but we'll try.
Mystofar looks down the hole. Looks rough down there, unconstructed. In the past, Ashakali's temple was only the 2 layers we've exposed so far, including the surface would be 3. This is uncharted territory. And no doubt whatever Palm is up to, we'll find it down there.
All right, well, Sora adjusts the goggles over her eyes. No sense in waiting around. Let's do this.
That's the spirit.
Is it pitch dark down here, or is it dim light?
It's in this room you're in right now. There's plenty of bright light and dim light, but where you're going in the tunnel is dark.
Okay. Okay.
We got Jenkins, Phoenix.
Oh, jeez.
Poor
Yeah,
Jenkins.
he should probably stay up here.
Yeah, someone's got to survive.
To Phoenix, he is so super important and worth everything. To me, well, he'll take a hit away from one of us.
Okay. Fair enough.
She's lying, viewers. No, I'm joking. Everyone, protect Jenkins. Alright, so you guys move down this dark tunnel. Sounds of someone constructing a cave that's not complete defined. Beating of minor picks against stone and the chanting of unknown languages. When you traverse the level, you're immediately met with mining carts and a broken tablet. Large stone tablet shattered into pieces. Likely irrelevant and not important to your survival, so ignore it. Maybe you will ignore it / forget it. We return in 10 minutes. Take a break.
Oh shit. I still have comprehend languages up. All right.
Forget it even exists. Guys, in
All right.
10 minutes.
One down.
Boy.
And no number to go.
I burned through all my rune abilities, just so y'all know. I'm just going cruising on key.
Uh-oh. I'll be right back.
Or what we got.
And we fight together in this next one because I cannot take direct attention anymore.
Yeah.
Who's here right now?
I'm here, just chilling.
So I have a level 1 spell left. I have a level 2 spell left, and I do have a potion of healing left.
Okay, decent amount.
I have 2 level 1s left, which I've been holding out because I do have Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
But I don't want to like use it and someone go back down because we have a way to bring them back up otherwise. But at least at the end of a epic battle, not everyone has to be down still.
I still got quite a bit, which should be able to help out.
Yeah, I've got guancha and I've got the hot chocolate.
There you go. I'm making another tea.
Oh yeah. While we're going down the stairs, Lewis is going to just use his fire rune heal. Once a day thing, but every bit of HP is going to count right now.
It's so funny, the people who stayed to help or in the vicinity of the Mouther got really beat up, and everyone else was just fine.
Reasonable.
Hell yeah, Team Coward. No.
Yay.
Team Coward saved the day, so.
I only joke because I play a lot of cowards. Amber isn't really one of them.
I'm
You
about
should
to
actually
say,
like stop getting fucked up.
yeah, Emerald's pretty gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the opposite of Palm. He cares about everything but himself. She's the opposite. Actually, because someone put a fucking Inuyasha GIF. I'm wearing an Inuyasha shirt.
Nice.
Nice.
I took a bathroom selfie.
It's probably me, because Sozin's essentially an Inuyasha character at this point.
The best kind of character.
I'm in a photo mood. I don't know.
How much time do we have left on our break?
I think we started at like 43, something like that.
Yeah, we got
It's like
3-4 minutes left. Yeah.
All right. I got to watch the first 2 episodes of the Rings of Power.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you enjoy
I'm
them?
in. I'm into it. I think it's cool. Like the whole the first episode has like a whole first sequence with one of the, I can't remember her name. What's it? It's Kate Blanchett plays the older version of her.
I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Galadriel. Yeah, it's like has all the stuff with Galadriel, and I'm like, you know what?
Galadriel.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't really expect to know anything more about Galadriel than what I already have from the other movies, but I'm glad I do. And she's like a main character, which is awesome.
Well, she has a lot of history in the book. She's been around for so long, and she's one of the most powerful creatures in all of the Lord of the Rings realm. The only thing I will say, it's a little weird seeing her use her melee stuff because she was more known as a caster.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely made her pretty badass. So.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying it. It's not perfect, but if it was like a removed from the Lord of the Rings brand, I think it would be a great show.
Yeah.
But for the brand, I think it's a good show. I don't think it's bad, but I think it's a good show. Yeah, take it for what it is. Me and my wife are huge fans. We want to get our we're saving up for it when we get a house. We want to get one of our walls in our house painted the map of Middle Earth on one of the walls.
Yeah, I think what helps me is that I'm not a massive fan. Like I like them enough, but I'm not. There's no way I would get a painting of Middle Earth on my wall. But I don't know. I feel like I actually do like this show because it's a little bit. I don't know. I like being in that world, I guess.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are hitting on it, but there is some merit to it. Some of the lore is being a bit skewed a tiny bit, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's
I imagine it's similar to the Witcher show.
Yeah, exactly. The Witcher, if you like The Witcher, you're gonna enjoy having more of it, but it do mess up a few things in The Witcher show too.
Yeah, like what is she wearing? That type of, it's like a who? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Scrotum armor.
Oh God, I remember that in the first season. I'm so glad they fixed that.
Yeah, what were they thinking?
The armor for the guardsmen on the enemy side, at least. Their
Yeah.
armors were just very unfortunately patterned, is all I'll say.
Yeah, which is crazy because
Oh,
most
I
of
see.
the like the like the I don't know, the attire, the fashion design, most of the fashion is really great on fucking Witcher. It's
Oh, yeah.
not like your typical fantasy, but that was like the biggest like misstep I've seen in a fucking minute.
Like, was the
Everything
point
else,
to make
though.
it look tree-like? Was that it?
Bro, I do not know. I could not tell you.
Visually, the Rings of Power is amazing, though. I love the design on the elf's armor. Man, it's so good. But anyways, Phoenix,
Yeah.
Emerald,
Yes. Death save? Okay.
Not yet.
Lewis,
Hey, hi.
Judith,
Ready with ink.
and I spilled some of my hot chocolate. That's annoying. Sora.
Wow.
I am here.
It's only annoying because it spilled onto my Demon Slayer. What's that thing called when you put it under your keyboard? Is it just a keyboard mat? Is it really just that simple?
Yeah. I
Pretty sure
think
it's a
so.
map.
No, it's my man. God damn it. All right. Anyways, don't be dunking your hot chocolate when you're doing a roll call. Life fact. All right, you guys move down a level, and eventually you do see light again when you come out the other side. Wait a second, is that a lie? Oh my God, that's a. I'm gonna remedy that. Literally only missed 2 lights, and it's where you guys come in. But the moment you guys come inside, again, there's that broken obelisk. I think I called it something else before. It's an obelisk now. Put you guys some Dante on. You guys all have vision and whatnot.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Affirmative.
Yep.
Oh shit! I forgot Mr. Need to change that. 8 out of. All right. Don't worry, he's back to being beat on. All right. So again, immediately in front of you, Lewis and Sora, are 2 mining carts with tons of stones on. Stones look like they were removed so long ago that if you just tap them, they'll crumble.
Sora reaches out and pokes one of them.
Crumbles to death.
Huh.
Must have been down here for quite some time.
Well, that's a good sign.
Move forward.
Yeah.
What the hell is this thing?
Sorry, yeah, that's on my end.
Is this
Those
the
guys
thing
have
that you
some
said
sort
had?
of
Oh, sorry.
What's your
How do I-
question?
This is the thing that you said had all the writing on it, right?
Yeah. Smash obelisk.
Is there anything I can tell about what it's talking about?
Well, first, let's see if it's going to be difficult. Does anyone speak Dwarven?
I have comprehend languages still up if that works.
I think
Unless
if you,
someone
I think
else
if you don't know
scored
the
them.
language, it takes like a minute to translate it though. So that if you can instant
Oh, okay.
translate, it might be better.
Lewis
Oh.
knows it.
Yep.
Okay, so Judith and Lewis, you guys work together on the broken bits. You use your comprehend language, and the full bits is. And pretty much, I'll put in chat what you guys get as the rest of you just kind of can hear like there's people still working these mines.
Is that just me or?
Just you, the what?
Nothing.
You would see Sora narrow her eyes as she looks really hard from the angle she has before she just ducks down onto one knee and carefully takes this corner making a thumbs motion. I think I see something wispy and blue down there.
That makes Phoenix look up, and me too.
What?
She'll point, not wanting to say too much. She'll do a sign pointing down this hall that's like directly south of her.
Does anyone want to read that out loud?
I don't mind doing it. The tablet of the key. For too long have we mined these stones. Too long have been uncovered what's wrong. Use slabs to vanquish the foes, or no dwarf will it live till its nose. Interesting.
And you get one such slab. You know, I'm not going to determine what piece it is. So I want you guys to let me know. Of this pile of 4 broken obelisks, you want the top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right. You only get 4 pieces here. Which one would you like to start with?
One as a group or one per person?
No, one is intact here. The rest you'll have to find elsewhere you suspect.
Got it.
Lewis read it. You pick.
What do you want, Lewis? Top left, right, bottom left, bottom.
Let's go bottom left.
Bottom left, you got it. Only you had the full tablet. Out of your. Oh, yes, dude.
Sigil upon the hilts when followed by the great DW command something.
Looks like they have to be code words by the great dwarven something. I command you to something.
Take a photo of the slab.
Sigil upon the hilt. We're looking for a sword of some sort?
Possibly. We'll just have to see if we find any more of these things around.
You see what I see down there? She whispers over at Amrud's shoulder.
I
Can't hear
don't
if you're
think.
talking, Average.
I didn't say anything.
Okay. Wasn't sure.
Give me a stealth check when you come out to the exposed areas. There's a flame illumination.
I don't
Alrighty.
think they're our enemy, but we'll see if they agree with that or not.
You're hidden for now. You see him. He's lifting up his spectral pick and he's lining the side of the building. You could see this kind of transparent rocks falling off of the wall, but he's not making any progress. It's almost like he's stuck in a loop of what he was doing before he became a ghost. But the wall in front of him is being undamaged, but in his eyes, he's still excavating it.
Is this a pick up here too?
Yes.
Should we talk to that guy or?
Well, the dwarves, and I think Lewis knows dwarf. Maybe we should get him first.
We'll make Lewis do our introductions.
Lewis,
Yeah, what's up?
how would you like to speak with the dead?
I'm sorry, what?
Follow me.
Phoenix is looking at these pots over here. She'll even open one. Is there anything in them, or do they all disintegrate like the wagons did?
They do, but remaining on one of them is 25 GP.
Well, hell, she'll pocket that.
Fortunately, when you touch the gold pieces, nothing happens.
Oh, you had me.
All right, Lewis, I see you edging forward to the dwarf, hard at work.
His eyes just like kind of narrow slightly, seeing the spirit in the distance. Right. Let's hope I still remember how to speak this well. He's just like, the entire time he's approaching, his eyes are just darting back and forth to see if there's anything else besides the one spirit.
I'm also looking around too, as he's approaching the guy.
There's more than one.
This dwarf turns around to lifts up his war pick. Aye, that's enough. Ain't another step now.
Alright, don't worry. I'm not here to cause any harm.
Being in common,
I
or
want to
you
explain what the hell this place is.
doing common, or you
Dwarvish.
talking to him in dwarf? Okay. Yeah,
Bring the accent, man. Come on.
good pressure. He looks at you. We work in the mines. We're building them for Ashakali to build us the coin. We build her the mine.
You're still paying you after all this time?
Aye, what time I came onto my shift. Not but a breakfast since.
Tell me, you know what year it is?
Boy, can't you get to something productive? You see me working here.
You mind direct me to whoever's in charge around here, maybe?
Over there, mate. And he like goes fuzzy, pointing in all directions. He gets back to work. Ball.
That was insightful. They seem to be stuck in whatever time period they were in. Not really aware of what's going on.
Is there anything on? Is there anything on this coffin type thing? That might be
Oh,
it?
they're just like the other coffins. They're just all the members of Asha Kali's cultists. If you were to open it, you would see exactly that. Either mummified or zombied or skeleton creatures, though none of them luckily come to life.
I'm gonna open it
Exactly that.
and
And they're like dwarf size, these guys, or
No,
the mummies?
they're about regular size. Regular humanoids like humans and elves and stuff.
Gotcha.
It looks like the dwarves are just assigned a task here and they died trying to accomplish it.
there's another one down here.
There's one up this way too.
Whoa.
Must have been quite a few people employed here. Says something about being given coin by Ashkali.
Yeah.
You know what? With Lewis saying that, Phoenix is going to take out one of the coins that she had pocketed from the vase earlier. Does it look like a typical gold piece or does it look different?
Well, it's designed in the dwarven fashion. Other than that, it's still just gold.
Okay, it's not Ashkali coins.
No.
Can I go up to this one right here and say, hello, excuse me, sir.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Oh, we're here to do an inspection of the mine for Ashkali. Where's the best place to go for the newest edition?
I'm gonna win the award to Digger of the Night. So don't you think that you can outdig me?
What's the
People
digger of the
say
night?
I'd work myself to death before I'd give up. Oh, that right? Starts beating on the walls. But, I say be careful. I've been hearing strange things in the night. What is it during the day? You don't got the lick of light down here.
What kind of strange things?
The flapping of wings. What flies in a tunnel? I don't know.
Bats?
Ah, bats. Guano.
I'm gonna pick up this hand axe right here and slam it into the wall.
When you do, the ghost changes. And he grabs you by your shoulders. You physically feel him grab you by your shoulders, and he yells at you. You gotta get out of here! You gotta leave now!
Where,
Hey.
what's happening? What's happening?
They're coming! The devil himself is coming!
From where? Where at? Help! Let us help you.
He points down the hole.
Which way? That way. Okay. I'll point in that direction. They're like, that's the direction everyone needs to go. That's where this devil is coming. That sounds like right up your speed, eh?
How about this apparently landslide or something down here? All these rocks blocking a tunnel. Doesn't look odd.
How piled up do the rocks look?
They're pretty heavy, but proper athletics could remove them.
Sora looks around her for a second, her eyes blinking. Where's Mystofar?
Oh, I thought you guys left him up front. Thought he was just sitting down somewhere.
Yeah, I should go check on him. We have Phoenix.
Well, you had a good run.
Man, you have fast legs.
Sorry.
When you guys get up top, there's no sign of him. What's worse, the entrance he came in is sealed and locked.
Oh.
Shit.
Well, that's
Oh, sorry.
That's just our luck, isn't it, Phoenix?
Yeah, knowing him, he'll show up when we need him most.
I just hope he packed his lunch this time.
Extra biscuits. We know what we're getting him for Yuletide.
I hear there's this magical item that is essentially a bottomless pit of a pocket. I heard it in passing at school. Maybe he needs one of those, and we just fill it with nothing but sweet goods for him.
It's a good idea. Before Phoenix went running off, she was telling Jenkins, try to move some of those rocks. He's only got a +2 strength, but he might be able to move a couple.
I'm sure he's just taking a piss or something.
And as we come back, Sora says to everyone, well, firstly, bad news first. Mystofar is gone, and worse news, Exit is gone too.
Oh, shit. Well, I guess we had a good run, too.
The good news is we're all still alive, so far.
Is the ghost still holding on to me?
Yes, and he's repeating the same line over and over again. But you've got bigger worries. As Jenkins' arms turn to drills and destroy the rocks, you see his dwarf immediately come running out the hole. Who's there? No one can have the king's weapon! And because it's so sudden, you guys can give me a perception check or be surprised. Active perception or be surprised.
Sorry, guys.
Active.
No worries. Oh.
Yeah, so, I mean, Judith, it's kind of obvious why you're surprised. You got this dude just on your shoulder screaming in your face.
Jenkins is surprised.
Lewis was just going to go pick up the rocks, and when they got it like exploded open by Jenkins, he must have got caught off guard.
Yep, just like a rock just like flies past his head.
What in tarnation?
You can feel the beating of the drums, and all the ghosts dwarves bow to the newcomer, who looks at all of you. His suit of armor, ghost dwarf. And he lifts up his axe, goes to cleave off Jenkins' head, and he yells, "None shall take the king's weapon! It's the king's weapon after all!" He swings it as hard as he can. Does a 16 hit Jenkins?
Yes.
Oh, not bad. Only 3 slashing and 9 necrotic. And after he does that, going to come down with a second swing onto him. 19 will hit him. Or 8 slashing and 9 necrotic.
Yeah, he falls down onto the ground and his little eyes, the light from his eyes go dim.
And finally,
No.
attack against advantage against Lewis since he's surprised. Lewis, being a hardened warrior, still manages to avoid it. And the ghost dwarf, while you don't have your reaction, he turns into the room. "You can't have me axe! The king's weapon!" He runs deeper into the room.
Hold on. We don't want your weapon. We're friends, not foes.
A lucky story!
She is not going to shoot, but she is going to pick up her crossbow and aim at his direction, and if he comes back out to attack somebody again, then she will shoot at him.
Excellent. If you're surprised.
What did this ghost dwarf say he wants to be the winner of the what?
This one right here, he wants to be the digger of the month, whoever digged the best.
Okay, got it.
It's
and
kind of like
I'm
employee
surprised-
of the month, but for people that dig.
I'm surprised, so I can't do anything.
Yeah, when you get surprised, you essentially lose a turn.
Okay.
Oh, Jenkins, what are you doing in initiative? All right, Amber, did you get surprised, Amber? What'd you roll?
I think that was like a 19 or.
Yeah, you're good.
Alrighty. I'm gonna get here. I'm a rude boy. I'm basically gonna kick the dwarf to like get him from grabbing Judith. As I'm still like looking in the direction of the hole.
Okay. You did like a shove with an athletics, or
Gotcha. Ah!
you succeed. He's holding on to Judith, begging for help. Help me! And then you just push him over. He falls prone into the wall.
Relax, man. Maybe we need this weapon though.
Sorry.
Alright. I got a 25 on my perception. Sora trying to figure out how to diffuse things. Thinks really hard about dwarves and the few she's met, and then thinks, it's just worth a shot, in fact. Sorry, friend, we're not looking for your weapon. I just heard that you guys have great beer here. I haven't tried it yet. Just calling out.
Judith here yells, "You can't have it! It's mine! It's all mine!"
Oh, well, that didn't do it. There's something he's protecting in there, but I'm wondering if we should back off.
Lois kind of just like holds the hilt, the sigil, the little tablet thing that we found up north, and just kind of looks at it for a moment. Sigil upon the hill. And that tablet's mentioned something about to vanquish a foe. Getting the feeling it might have to do with it.
Alright, well, I'll scope out the room first. Alright, then moving then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Is there anything immediately coming to my attention as I enter the space?
It just the usual tombs and tombstones and stuff like that. What are these things actually called?
Sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus. Yeah. So the sarcophagus, they look like they have like filthy, black like ink growing on them. Look like they're like infected, some type of ichor. This room looks sickly.
All right, Lewis. I'm not sure if the hilt is in here, but these. I'm not sure if the source of our problems is in the tombstones either. You want me to try and open one?
Up to you. How's your instincts?
Alright, Sora will use her action to try and pull this lid off this coffin.
But
Okay.
very difficult. You managed to pull it off just a tiny bit where it peeks open, and inside you could see just instantly spilling out from it more of this black ichor. You can kind of think of like, I don't know if a lot of people have seen this movie. Not Little Nemo. What's that Nemo movie? Just Nemo?
Finding Dory?
No, this is the old movie. A kid goes to sleep on like his flying bed and enters a whole new world.
I know
But-
what you're talking about.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. It's something Nemo. It might be Sleeping Nemo. Captain Nemo. That might be it too. Anyways, there's like this sludge that's almost like alive, kind of like a gelatinous cube is, but for just like oil and tar. And that's what's pouring out of the sarcophagus.
Alright, very gross. Not sure if we did anything to find out, but I am going to prepare for our friend, and she'll spend a key point for patient defense and DOT.
Lois tries to move forward, but as he does, he just feels like a slight headache on his head from like one of the rocks that like lightly grazed him, surprised.
Old ass movie. Anyways, Little Nemo Adventures in Slumberland. Very good movie. Very old movie.
What the?
Judith coming around the corner.
Oh.
Dwarf. "Ah! Surprise, motherfucker!" He didn't say that last part, but he does do a battle cry.
Oh, this is unexpected. Okay.
16.
I'm sure that hits. I'm sure it does. Yes.
Or 9 slashing and 9 necrotic.
Oh.
Phoenix was holding her action for if he comes out to attack, but I had said that particular room. So
Well,
I
that
don't know.
doesn't matter. As long as you see him, you can take your shot.
Cute.
I my temporary HP has gone, and I took the rest.
A heavy armor around him blocks the bolts. He doesn't dodge it, it just kind of bounce off one of the metal plates. But he cuts into you, Judith, from the hood, and then on the car also. And then he goes to slice you again. His second attack, which misses you, and finally commits a third attack.
Okay.
17. 16 it's earlier. 7 slashing and 5 necrotic.
Okay. 7 slashing, 7.
And as he cuts you again, you see sludge go onto your wounds, slip into your body, which is dealing the necrotic damage. Phoenix, you're up.
You don't want to hurt her. She's the one that can tell the world about how great you are.
I've got the king's weapon!
Take another, bonus action, drink that potion of heroism. Let's do that. And then we will try to shoot him again. That one should find a nick in the armor.
Yeah, you get him right in his cheek. He's pretty armored up.
We don't want to fight you. She looks at Jenkins. She is going to stand closer to Jenkins, protecting him.
Judith, get attack of opportunity as he runs back into the.
Okay. Sure. I will try to slash at him with my quill. 18, 19, 21 for a 6 piercing.
Oh yeah, that. See him go. Oh, and he keeps.
Okay, I'm not being grappled by this ghost dwarf anymore.
No, he's looking at your shoes. That boss.
Okay. Judith is going to say, just gonna say, hey, look, congratulations. And as I say that, my quill is going to shoot up right above him where he's digging, and it's going to say, the King's Digger of the Month is going to be written in a beautiful, like, block red calligraphy right above him. And then that's my bonus action. And then I will start to move, 5, 10, 15, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ooh. Whoa, what's he doing in here?
You see him, he's focused on his body, and it looks like he's actually projecting himself out of his body.
Okay, I take a photo of that as my action. And that's my turn.
Before you go, Emmerich, you see that this dwarf guy looks at you. Oh, just wanted you. Ah! The dwarf explodes out of its body and then swings its axe at you, Emmerich.
Okay.
16 hit you.
I think so.
Total of 17, 10
No.
slashing and 7 necrotic.
Alrighty.
Take your turn.
Take the hit. I don't know who you are, but you should have stayed dead. And he'll fight back.
Fight back. Get him.
Yep. That's an 18 hit.
Yep, you do 5 damage.
Alrighty. Now we're trying stab. That probably bounces off.
That's his armor class, even though he looks way more armor.
Oh shit.
Why does he look so armored?
He is a ghost, sure.
Yeah, we'll say that's fine.
Thought that man had a 22 AC.
Yeah. Dude, he's so armored up, man. He's just got 40.
So yeah, he'll like cut at the leg and he'll like stab into the chest. It probably feels weird to stab into a ghost. Like, how does it actually feel? Is it like, do I feel like armor, or do I feel like kind of like translucent?
I think that it would feel resistant, like stabbing into just kind of like a really thick gelatin or something. It wouldn't be
What
like a
the
physical
fuck?
object, but you'll pass through it with some resistance. Anyways, while Amrit is thinking of Jello over there, Sora, what are you doing?
Feel like I have to come help Amrit with something. He sounds like he's having an interesting time over there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sora is gonna kick up onto her staff as her bonus action. There it is. And then she's going to throw out her foot, which with the centimeter she wears one on her hand, and the other she's used as kind of like a one on her foot to have that spur to come off her heel. And so she's gonna kick out.
Ooh, that hits with
For 6 piercing.
He dramatically throws himself against the wall and he yells, "It's coming! It's coming!" And you feel wind from the tunnel to the rest of you blow over you and send chills down you, Lewis, and Emmett's
That makes me think we should get out of here, friends.
Don't be alone. If you're alone, he'll take you. He'll take you.
Everyone gather together, quickly. And that will be their turn.
I'm not leaving, Jenkins.
Jenkins on the floor. Lewis, you're up.
Oh no.
Oh god. Crap, I'm not gonna be able to walk slowly drag him along with us, am I? Okay. Lewis is going to try to stick with the group if possible, and just whack away at the ghost dwarf. The whap.
Hey, yeah, that hit.
Alright. Yeah, it's a...
All of you! He takes his hand out. Got this big ass axe in one hand and the sword in the other. The sword looks like it's an extension of his armor. He begins to twirl. You can choose to automatically fail a dexterity saving throw to take an opportunity attack. Otherwise, you can do a dexterity save to avoid his twirling blades. Your choice.
Right. I will do my dex save.
It's all or nothing, and all three of you avoid his twirl. He then charges up a spectral axe and chucks it at Phoenix. You can get some too! Yeah! 17, Phoenix.
I will shield.
He goes to throw the axe and he just immediately zoom, it just knocks off of your shield. But what is your, I know you're still like thingamabobs. What is your shield?
I imagine in the strap of her glove, she has a button she can touch, and it just quickly envelops her, almost like nanotech, and then absorbs it.
So you got the predator shield. So anyways, yeah, he throws his battle axe at you, and then he just yells at the other ones. You won't take me alive! I've got King's axe! Phoenix, you're up.
She just glares at him, stays by Jenkins and shoots. We didn't have to fight you. You've lost your mind.
All right, your attack shoots him right in the shoulder. What you got for us?
Oh, EOT, sorry.
Judith.
Lewis got... Oh. My block says that Lewis got skipped.
Wait, Lewis got skipped?
The first round he was surprised,
Oh, yeah,
but
actually.
this is the second round through.
Wait, he just attacked the door.
He did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, huh?
Yeah, he just
Go
attacked
ahead.
the
Go
door.
again.
No, don't go again. All right, Judith, you're up.
Is there anything like special about this room, or is it just like a whole bunch of coffins and shit in here?
It's coffins and shit in there, but it's also like infected. You think that this dwarf, the reason why you're having a hard time trying to reason with him is because he's clearly gone mad.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna drink a potion of.
Well, before
my
you do
potion of
that,
healing.
when you take a step right there, the black ichor underneath your foot, it's been thin layers, but you fall into what is almost like a quicksand of this black tar, and you're like drowning, getting stuck in it. And I need a strength saving throw.
Okay. I'm gonna use a bardic or my session recap here. A strength save. 12.
All right, for now you're keeping yourself ahead, but you are grappled and restrained inside this tar until you can athletics your way out of it.
Okay. So definitely still drinking the potion, which is it's 2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
6, 7. Okay. Doubled my hit points. Love it. And can I use my action to like, I guess, investigate or try to figure out like where this ichor is coming from?
Sure.
Where is it? Where is it?
When you look at the ceiling, it's pristine and untouched from the ichor. You think that something beneath this level is causing the ichor to rise. As for escaping the one that you're in, I'll give you advantage in your athletics since you kind of also work out the best way to climb out of it.
Okay. That's at the next turn, right?
Yeah. All right, the ghost dwarf is up. There you are. I wonder when the sigil one. All right, this ghost dwarf immediately runs up to Phoenix. You think you're better than me?
I don't think I know.
In that case, he attacks Lewis.
All right.
What the?
Lewis, 2 attacks come your way. The first one you managed to parry. The second one dips right into your shoulder. 18
Exactly.
for a total of 22. 10 slashing, 12 necrotic.
Shadow rune, so I have resistance to the necro.
So 6 necrotic, so 10 slashing, 6 necrotic.
10 and 6, 16. Yeah. And as it starts to dig into him, his shield starts to swirl with energy. Shield of the Great Badger. As reaction.
What do I have to do?
Dexterity save.
You knock him over and he just screams when he
As Gale
falls.
comes out.
Wait, what happens? Does he get knocked prone? What does it do? Just do damage or?
Yeah, it just takes damage.
Does dueling apply to it or is it just?
No, just slash.
So you knock it, automatically he falls prone. He goes, oh! Gets back up and he goes, oh, I've got one more left. For that, we're gonna get it, mister. And I'm gonna roll to hit either Amrit or Sword.
What?
Right, you like, real? You go see you, Amrit. That was you gave him the shield. 21.
That'll do it.
7 slashing, 13 product. That might do it.
I think it does. 17, yeah. 7 to 13, yeah.
He swipes into your shoulders. When you fall down, you see him drop the axe. What have I done? Hit my own kid. I killed my lad. No, we lad, Amrit.
Alrighty. As I foresaw. Death save.
But it's okay that you're making a death save because in the realm of the death saves, you're walking in here. You could see shaking in a corner is Mystofar. He's a little kid though. Who are you? He's wearing the exact same clothes you saw Mystofar. He's wearing the exact same weapon, but they're sized to accommodate a little boy. He stares up at you, Amrit, as you're walking in this dark place. Are you here? Are you here to hurt me, mister?
And I'm not a kid either. I'm still a grown ass man.
Yeah, you're still a grown ass man. Not just a man, but a grown ass man.
Gotcha. No. He'll crouch down. The Nightmare King. He'll crouch down to little Mystofar. Of course not. We're gonna get you out of here. Somehow.
Okay. What about the man with the horns? That isn't you.
What?
Yeah, he had red skin. His eyes were like a flame flickering, brilliant orange, dark red spots. And he had sharp teeth and a long, wicked nose. And his hands would dance around, brush everything in its.
Is that man here now?
He was here just a moment ago. He was singing to me. Something about tiptoe in the garden.
Okay.
We'll come back to that conversation. You need to die. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. Sora seeing Amrut get clocked, and did the ghost dwarf seem to get less hostile when taking him down?
When he took out Amber, you could see he's crying. I killed my son, or was it my daughter? I killed one of my kids.
Yeah, that was my friend, you jerk! And she's going to try and whack him over the head with her staff. For 5 bludgeoning. And then we'll use her bonus offhand to send a punch his way. Ooh, not connecting. Alright. Main action, bonus action.
First one pops him flat.
Sora looks to Lewis. Let's just distract him from Amrut, okay?
Sounds good. At this point, having seen this ghost dwarf's actions this entire time, would he be able to discern that it's not exactly in a sane state of mind right now?
Yeah, especially because he's like, he's grabbing onto your leg. Grandma, let's get out of here.
He looks like slightly annoyed, just like one eye twitching.
I'll leave you here,
Mom
Grandma.
waking up. The mom waking up as he just like hits him with the back of the hilt of the blade. Just try to get his gears working a little bit.
That's a hefty hit.
Yep.
He looks at you and he goes, Sandra, oh, I knew you'd come back and take more than my kids.
Oh, not again.
Not again? What do you mean, Lewis?
I've been in one too many taverns. Let's keep it at that. As he just like grits his teeth for a second wind.
What do you mean by that?
Meanwhile, Judith is like drowning in ichor in the room next to you.
I can't do anything about it right
Phoenix
now.
are up.
Make good.
Yeah.
She looks at him, looks over her glasses. That's enough. And tattoos start to form all over her arms, and she places her thumbs together and points them at the great dwarf. We will try her new shadow fire sign she learned.
On fire. Ooh, shadow fire. Can we get one, Kanto? Ooh. We can't get one. Oh, there we go. He takes 17 to the face. He turns around and looks at you. Molly, I'll be with you in a moment. Oh!
Cease and desist.
Under arrest, officer.
Right. Judith is getting pulled underneath in the ground here with this quicksandy thing, and an idea is gonna flash in her mind about if something below is what's causing the problems. Maybe if I just let myself go and down here, it'll be like an elevator, like a lift. But I can't see anybody, and I've heard some screaming, so I'm gonna try to. I will try to get myself out for now. And you said advantage on my athletics?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
No.
Still stuck in that nasty.
Do I go further down?
Yeah, you descend. It was like you're like at your waist, and now you're at your shoulders.
Okay. That was my action. I can't inspire myself, so I'm going to bonus action. Nope, I'm not gonna heal myself either. So, all right,
You had a good run.
I had a good run.
Technically, you sink it by if you're still there at the end of your turn, by the way. So it wouldn't have happened immediately, but ideally, when you end your turn, you sink to your shoulders. One more, your head will go under. The ghost dwarf looks around. Same deal. You guys could choose to make an opportunity attack when he moves away from you, or a dex save to avoid his Beyblade attack.
Dex save for me.
As for Amrit, you fail one dex save. Not a direct attack.
Oh!
Lewis is gonna go for the opportunity attack.
Nice, mate. Nice.
Say 13?
Off by one. You have a master thing left or no?
Yeah, I'm just gonna use one in order to get there.
Absolutely. And how about you, Phoenix? Are you going to use one?
Oh, I'll take an opportunity attack.
Yo! Alright, so let's see here. Sora, you evade, and rightfully so. Meanwhile, Lewis and Phoenix take 16 slashing. Oh, I don't know if it would change your opinion, Phoenix, but opportunity attacks are only melee weapons.
Oh yeah, that would. Sorry.
Make a
Do you have a dagger?
I do, but it don't do diddly squat because her crossbow is infused, so it's more potent.
Ah.
right. You and Sora evaded. Lewis gets hit, but Lewis, you can now get to do the really cool description of defeating him as he Beyblades everyone.
As this ghost dwarf just like goes into a full spin and just slashes everybody, Lewis just gets like smacked directly into his side, but just like grits his way through it as he just like rolls along the blade, kind of using the ghost dwarf's momentum and spin to spin himself as he just slashes directly into the helmet of it, into the dwarf's neck.
When the dwarf dies, he disappears, and trapped in the armor is Mystofar.
What?
There he goes.
Before he rolls on death save, do we have any inspo we can give him before he does?
Goes to that one, he's dead.
Oh, I see.
Nah, I'm rolling a nat 20, brother. Can I get a inspiration to help me do that?
I'm all out on my end.
I don't have any.
Yeah, we'll give it
Well,
to you. I got
go
my
for
last
it.
one.
You can do no. I have two. Amrit, I have to keep Amrit alive.
Got it.
Bless you. Here's
About
2 ones coming right up.
back.
Stopped saying that.
Oh,
Okay, 15.
Not stable, but you are all right. So what you got?
So she sees Mystofar, so she's gonna try and heed the warning of what it said to not be alone. So 5, 10. She's gonna try and grab onto Mystofar and bring him close to form a line with Lewis, him, Sora, then Phoenix up here.
When you grab onto him, you are immediately bested.
And
And
I just I just flop over him.
Phoenix, you would see Sora fall onto the armor next to Mystofar. And Amra, while you're talking to young Mystofar, you see a tiny Sora. How would Sora, with no knowledge of anything going on, if she was just a child, like 5 or 6, and scared, what would happen? But don't worry, you get to set that scene after I start scaring. So, Sora's in a room by herself. It's dark. Wooden bed with no mattress. The window is open with the moonlight shining in. There's a tattered cloth in the window, and it keeps breezing by, opening up, closing. There's no other doors in here. Only this window. And one of the times when the window opens up, you can see a creature whose entire body's red. And it's crawling next to you, and it's got horns and a lot of teeth. And as you look at it, fire burns in your minds, and the child catches a blaze. What's going through Sora's mind?
She's just sitting there in the cross-legged position with this wide-eyed look of terror. Her fists balled up, and she's just trying to make herself look really small. Her eyes really wide and full of tears as she's terrified of what she sees.
When you look back, you see Amra is talking to a small elf, and the demon is gone.
And she's still this small child looking at this?
Yeah, no prior knowledge of anything. You're just alone. Right now, you can see Amra is assuming he's comforting Mystofar. This is your chance to get away from wherever that creature was, especially that you look at this large, gnarly slash across your back from the top of your neck all the way down, all the way to your lower back.
The little Sora stands up looking at Amrut and Mystofar, and she's shivering and scared, but she's at first seeing this, she would interpret Amrut initially as something relating to the creature and shout out at him with her fists balled up. Get away from him, monster! And means to look like she would punch you, but she's so tiny it wouldn't really do anything.
Amra, when you look to see this, you see Mystofar go, "Oh, so he's the bad guy." He pulls the gun out and shoots you right in the head. But it's a water gun.
Okay.
What are you doing? These two kids are terrified, and they're fighting you. He's squirting you in the eye. I mean, to be fair, when he hits you in the eye, it felt like a critical hit.
Ah. Okay.
Sort of kicks your shin.
Stop it.
You get beat up by some kids. Hi, Lewis, what are you doing? You just see Sora fall over onto the armor.
What the hell? He kind of just looks down to Amrut, who's just been on the ground for quite some time now. It's like, damn it. Damn it, damn it. Red, where the hell are you? Because he just barely knows where the hell Judith went. Any reply?
Dude, if you hear Lewis, he's calling out to you to see if you're okay.
I assume the sand is getting in my mouth a little bit.
No, it's at your chin and stuff. You can say a little bit is.
Oh, just hanging out in the mud pit over here. Oh.
Wait, Muppet. The hell? Our plate's like solid stone. What the? Phoenix,
Don't worry, I got it. Don't worry, I got it.
Okay. Phoenix, you mind checking on Sora and Mystofar? Let's see what I can do for him, right?
Yeah.
And he just tries to apply pressure to the wound for a medicine check. See if you could stabilize.
Sure.
Oh no.
10?
Oh
10 is what
no.
you need. You do stable.
Oh, just barely. Like the gods. He's just like applying as much pressure to the wound as possible to try to like keep it from bleeding out. And once it seems like sufficient, then just gets like a spare bit of cloth and just like tries to tighten it up a bit.
The moment you do that, before you go, Phoenix, Amra, you're a little kid. The moment you're no longer about to die, you become a little kid. You're sitting on a chair. The chair has 3 legs. And it's really bright and sunny in this room. It's not dark, so surely a monster won't attack you. Running into the room is your mother. What would Amrit's mother look like in your mind? Does your character actually know how she looks? Was she, as long as he can remember in the organization? How does she look when she walks in the room?
He wouldn't really know. As far as he was told, because he's a tiefling, they weren't actually tieflings, so she would probably be like a drow woman herself.
What are you doing in here, Amrit?
He's just like looking around.
Hey, pay attention. She's snapping her fangs a little. Amrit, I told you can't be in here. It's dangerous for you to play near the roof.
Where am I?
When you look at her, her head goes backwards and she falls to the ground. What the hell? And Phoenix, take your turn. Monster arises behind you.
Wow. So Phoenix saw Sora grab Mystofar and then suddenly go limp.
Yeah.
So she's worried this is a contact thing. So real quick, she drops her bag to the ground, spins around, rummages through it. She has smith's tools on her, so she's gonna grab some rags out from it, kind of put them on her hands, protecting her fingers. She's gonna try to grab Sora off of the suit of armor.
All right, so you kind of grab Sora off of it, and you could feel his desire of the armor to put you asleep. Give me a con saving throw or wisdom. It's your choice, mind or body.
We go, well, usually mind, but not with wisdom. Nope, we go body.
You probably break into a sweat because it is really powerful. It's trying to lure you in, but you're able to pull. Your goal is to pull Sora off, right?
Yeah, like one step backwards. Yeah.
You pull Sora off, and Sora would eventually wake up.
You with us?
What? How much would she remember?
All of it.
We need to get Mystofar off that thing now. There's something hunting him.
For clarification, is he in the suit of armor, or is it like open up to where we can grab him out together?
I would say with the damage, it's open enough, but you risk injuring him. Another point of order is Sora. You took 3 slashing damage when he cut your back as a child. You would see it's nowhere near as big, but you would see like a slash down Sora's shoulder versus a child's entire back.
She will hand one of the rags to Sora. Don't touch him this time. Together, let's get him out. And then, I mean, she doesn't have another action right now, but it helps Sora get him out on her turn.
Okay. And how does the report I feel like Judith would just be here like, oh my god, I gotta take photos.
Yeah, there's a bit of that. There's like a bit of like very curious about what this stuff is. Like she puts her like she's up to her chin now, so she like try to like raise her hand out of it to see like the consistency and all that stuff. And
Judith, while you're in the puddle, you see this dwarf over here. He looks at you. Oi, did you fall into a mud hole again?
Yep. And I'll try to pull myself out.
Why? Don't do that. If you resist, you will fall deeper. Don't fall deeper. Instead, hear me out. let yourself go. Let go.
Judith is like, God damn it, I should have thought with.
Trust me, listen, I'm going to outlive the both of us. Not me, mindful, he is already dead.
I don't know if you want to roll those dice.
Judith is gonna look up to the ghost dwarf and say, I hope you're right, and give it a little, nod and relax.
When you do,
and say a little like mini prayer to Far Inferno.
when you do, you let yourself kind of fall into the abyss, and after a while, you don't feel anything. You're floating like a cell in a stream. Eventually, there's light on the other end, and you fall through it, and your body begins to go through its ages from just a seed into a newborn baby, into youth, into your current age, which is, of course, you're always forever young. But Judith would appear in a room alone, and sitting in a chair across from you is Amrit. His head on the floor, and he's looking at you. And he says to you, "Why didn't you save me?" And you don't remember how you got here. You just it's almost like you woke up and you've been here the entire time.
And it's just like his severed head talking to me.
Yeah, it's talking. Why did you save me?
I'll come over and try to pick up the head and say, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Or how are you talking to me? And I'll like lift his head upside down and try to look at the neck.
When you look inside the neck, there's just an eye looking at you. That's when you wake up, and the dwarf's like, "Oh, wake the fuck up, mate." And we can now, everyone's stable. We can leave initiative to handle receiving Mystofar Milton. He goes back to work. "Oh, I'm getting paid by the hour per chuck of stone, so I'll get back to it."
I go take a cool photo of this dwarf for saving my life.
All right, what are the rest of you doing?
Trying to pull Mystofar out.
I have an idea, Phoenix. Do you know how to make a hoop with a rag with my staff? She like points the top of her staff and then makes like a circle motion with it. Maybe I can loop it around his neck and try and pull.
Yeah, I don't know if the neck's the best place to do that at, but yeah.
And
she will fashion something.
and she's gonna try and loop it around him, or maybe that's just the place that seems to like most exposed. So try and loop it around his neck and try and pull him out that way.
All right.
I'm kind of noticing all of the sharp glass just before Stora pulls. Here, just in case. As he just like quickly takes off his jacket and just like throws it onto along the area that seems the most jagged.
Yep, Phoenix will
Hopefully
put
making it a
her
bit smoother.
hands and arms underneath Lewis's jacket, so it's between Mystofar and her, and try to lift some of his body weight as Sora's pulling.
Okay. And what skill you guys hoping to do together? You trying to do something besides athletics? Like a survival?
Just helping
or...
Sora.
This would make the most sense as a group athletics.
All right, let's hear whichever one of you are better.
Probably Lewis.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
Someone still have the bardic.
Let's do this.
I can give him the help action.
Okay, you are proficient, right?
Yes.
Okay, advantage then. Let's
You
do
have
this.
advantage and a bardic.
16.
All right, you pull
No,
Mr.
the-
Bardic.
No, I think the bardic actually went to Phoenix.
Oh god.
Yeah, but I thought there was a
Oh, it's Phoenix.
10-minute expiration on that.
Yeah, I don't know how long we haven't been going too long, have we?
That was
I don't
at the very beginning of the fight upstairs.
Yeah, it's been like 30, 40 minutes.
Okay.
The trail down the unconventional path downwards alone would have been about 10 minutes. You guys are like in a hole, not a real descent. Mystofar is pulled next to you, and everyone's awake now except for Amrut. And before we continue, Amrut, your mother's on the floor. I'll spare you description of looks what happened to her head, but she looks. The creature tiptoes around the room. On the walls, it's almost like lizard-like, but also demon, devilish, what you'd expect from classic depictions of Lucifer. Hisses at you. Mind you, you still have the mind of a child. What's going on?
He's just looking scared. He's looking for like an exit door. Has he been like touched at all? He's like scarred like anyone else was, or?
Nah, not yet, luckily.
Yeah, he'll just try and get like to the farthest, as far as he can away. Any exit, even like a corner or anything like that.
You run. When you run, you room shifts. You're in a lab now, and the creature's walking towards you, and it gets so dark that your dark vision almost fails you, as all you see is the creature clouded in shadow, a silhouette of it. When he comes out of the shadow, it is, well, here.
What?
Oh.
You see this gentleman looking at you. Come with me. I know what I'll do with you. Don't worry, you're safe now. You say to this individual of Thales.
He would reach his hand out to him.
He takes your hands and he walks into the darkness. But you don't see, but on his back, the twirling, dancing tail of a devil. Both of you disappear into the abyss. That is session end.
Well then.
Nice.
Wake me up, Deb.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Legends of Elder Earth, Friends of the Past. As always, I'm your host, Falcon, and it's time for me to fly out. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye, stream.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Later.
I can't wake up.
Bye-bye.
Meet you guys, roll the credits. You can talk. I can't. Talk to you soon.
Out of fear, we kept running, tried to hide away. Can you hear? War is coming, beckoning our fate. This is the day that we stand up. This is the day we fight. We'll take our place, we won't give in. Our victory's in sight. Only a sword in our hand, but we enter the lion's den. We're not waiting for a war. We bring the war to them.